diving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to a special edition of the Daily Reflections. How do you like my French now, motherfucker? It's my French impression. So, I have Gary here with me today. He's kind of hanging out and kind of seeing what this is like. We thought we'd go live so we could kind of see what I do, things like that. We just had a fantastic podcast, man. Wow. So, yes, I am wasting time until people show up. Let's go ahead and get on moving. All right. If you are here, whether it's for the live version or the rewatch, please say hello. It does help us out. So, say hello. If you like something I say, give me a thumbs up, give me a heart. Man, I pissed you off. Instead of leaving, give me an angry face, man. I'd like to know if I made it to your fourth step. All right, so let's talk about those who still suffer. And it's kind of funny because I was actually wanting to come on here and talk about body brokering. And this kind of fits in. So I kind of like, so if you guys do not know what body brokering is, it's disgusting is what it is. And it happens in recovery. Okay. So what happens is you get somebody, they're low, they're down on their luck or whatever, and you charge them anywhere from $500 to $5,000 to help them out. But they are required to follow a certain set of rules that they cannot follow. So therefore they fail the program and then they just switch people. They just move it to somebody else. Okay, to make more money off of it. It isn't any different. In my book, it isn't any different than stealing my children and putting them in as slave workers. You're on that level. So you know. All right. You're just disgusting. Those who still suffer. Okay? For us, if we neglect those who are still sick, there is an unremitting danger to our own lives and sanity. And so the whole key here is passing on what was so freely given to you. Okay? And if you're not doing that, then, you know, if I wasn't able to help other people out, I don't think I would get 90% of what this program has to offer. I really don't. People, even though sometimes people just piss me off and I don't like them, they're still the bright spot of my life, man. You know, God talks to other people. I don't have a direct connection to God. Some people do. I don't have that. Yet maybe one day it'll happen. But this is 12 Steps and Traditions, page 151. All right. And again, if you're here, please say hello. $171. 170. Double check. 151. Awesome. It's in the traditions. A lot. Let's read some tradition stuff, man. Yay. 151. I'm getting there, guys. I promise. 151. Tradition 5. Each group has but one primary purpose: to carry its message to the alcoholic who suffers. Okay. So as an AA group, I was just in my noon meeting. We had a couple of new people, and step 5 was brought up. Right. And meetings go the way that they go, but I probably would have pulled out like a, step 1, 2, or 3, because we have a new person in the room. So we need to cater to the new people We need to cater to the new people, so that they'll stick around. Wasn't it really nice? Yeah, I was just talking to Amanda. I don't want to blow her story. That no, can't. Man, fuck it. Nobody was listening. So, um, she was telling me about how there was one point in her sobriety where somebody helped her, brought her in, gave her a shower because she was living on the streets. And it was the one thing that changed what she was doing, because she was being treated like a human being. See, we're treated like crap, man. We are. We're treated like the bottom of the barrel. And yeah, that comes with stigma. Okay. And I believe that we deserve more respect than that. I do. Okay. We don't go around blaming people for having cancer. Shoemaker, stick to thy last. Better do one thing supremely well than many badly. That is the central theme of this tradition. Around it, our society gathers in unity. The very life of our fellowship requires the preservation of this principle. And it obviously works, because we've been doing it since 1932, and we're still here. We have survived world wars. We've survived famine, coronavirus. In fact, the coronavirus gave us more options to get to meetings. Kind of cool. Alcoholics Anonymous can be likened to a group of physicians who might find a cure for cancer, and upon whose concrete work would depend the answers for sufferers of this disease. True, each physician is in such a group might have his own specialty. Every doctor concerned would at times wish he could devote himself to his chosen field rather than work only with the group. But once these men had hit upon a cure, once it became apparent that only by their united effort could this be accomplished, then all of them would feel bound to devote themselves solely to the relief of cancer. In the radiance of such a miraculous discovery, any doctor would set his other ambitions aside at whatever personal cost, right? So it's about the group, right? We talked about this the other day with Gary, right? Where the group was trying to do the right thing and how they approached was correct, right? And that was God talking through other people, right? And we have to listen. That stuff doesn't make us wrong. It makes us open-minded, right? So take it the way it's supposed to. Just as firmly bound by obligations are the members of Alcoholics Anonymous, who have demonstrated that they can help problem drinkers as they seldom can. The unique ability of each AA to identify himself with and bring recovery to the newcomer in no way depends on his learning, eloquence, or any special individual skills. The only thing that matters is that he is an alcoholic who has found the key to sobriety. These legacies of suffering and recovery are easily passed among alcoholics, one to the other. This is our gift from God, and its bestowal upon others like us is the one aim that today animates AAs all around the globe. Sounds like my wife is home. Might get a little loud, guys and gals. I know the torment of drinking compulsively to quiet my nerves and my fears. I also know the pain of white-knuckled sobriety. You know what white-knuckled sobriety is? It means you quit drinking and didn't do anything else about it. You didn't go to any meetings, you did it yourself, write some self-help books, things like that. You'll probably notice that you're miserable because you need to find that thing to fill that big old hole in the pit of your stomach. I'm live. Today, I do not forget the unknown person who suffers quietly, withdrawn and hiding in the desperate relief of drinking. I ask my higher power to give me his guidance and the courage to be willing to be his instrument to carry within me compassion and unselfish actions. let the group continue to give me strength to do with others what I cannot do alone. And I don't know that that ever goes away. For me, it was, I had to go to AA, and then after a while, or AA or any of my groups, after a while, I want to go. Right? I hit 2 meetings a day usually, and I have to hit one of them. And it's part of my sobriety. So, for the people out there that still suffer, remember when they come into the room, the meeting is about them. Okay? If you have stuff going on, you go to your sponsor. Right? All right, guys, that's going to be it. I'll be back tomorrow for the daily reflection. In the meantime, take care of yourselves. I love you. You know I do. Peace out and have a day.